Greetings everyone, and welcome to Batocera Nation. So delighted that you could join us today. Well, today we have a doozy. PS4 emulation using ShadPS4 and Batocera. That's right. Prior to this tutorial, I hadn't touched PS4 emulation at all, not even a regular PC using Windows. Mainly because I thought we were years and years away from playing commercial games with a PS4 emulator. Boy, was I surprised when I started testing ShadPS4 and Batocera. Not only did I get some commercial games up and running, but I did it on the mini Batocera PC running on the AMD 4800U chip. I couldn't believe it. What's more, unlike when I first started using the RPCS3 emulator, I found ShadPS4 far easier to use and set up. Consequently, if you're intimidated by new emulators, rest assured that ShadPS4 is easy to use and set up. Therefore, in this tutorial, you will learn how to configure ShadPS4 and Batocera. I'll also share some important tips to get you up and running with PS4 emulation. Are you ready? Let's do it! So it turns out on the day that I discovered this, the new switch commands for Batocera, I also came across this quite by accident. And this is absolutely amazing. This is called Batocera Unofficial Add-ons, or BUA. It is already popular among Batocerans, okay? If you scroll down to the bottom, you can see the actual command. And that's the command we're going to enter into Batocera real soon. Okay, let's go back up. And it's put together by this guy, the notorious Fox. Okay, he also has a number of contributors there who put this thing together. So, hey guys, thank you so much. This is absolutely amazing. I want to stress this is an unofficial add-on for Batocera. So please do not bother the official team from Batocera. They have nothing to do with this at all. Okay, there's a number of add-ons and features been added with this. It is absolutely amazing things that you can put into Batocera now. We're not going to focus on those things just yet. Later on we will. We'll create more videos. But for the time being, we're going to focus on the PS4 emulation that's been added to this add-on, okay? That PS4 emulation is based on ShadPS4, and I will be providing links in my video description, so don't worry about trying to figure out what's what. Okay, scroll down, you can see there that ShadPS4 0.7.0 has been released, and I noticed that it gets released about maybe every other month, or maybe at best once a month, all right? And if you scroll to the top, and click on this right here, and that will open up this page. Okay, you can see there that among Windows, about 5% are playable, and then in Linux, about 2.63%, or about 3% are playable. In fact, there might be more games out there that actually might be playable, but they haven't been tested in Linux. Okay, so I would start off with the playable games first, and then move on to the in-games. In-game, we have about 15% which are playable. And in Linux, about 14% which are playable. In terms of them being broken down, let's go over here. And also, I will provide in this link as well, my video description. You can see the playable games, we got 13. In-game, we got 54. And these, don't even bother with these at all, just yet. Playable games are games that can be run without any issues. In-games are games that can reach gameplay but have issues. Okay? And then these two here, don't even bother with them at all. If you click on this green tab right here and this yellow tab, for the green one you get this right here. And these are all the games which are compatible with the emulator. If it's working in Windows, I say give Linux a shot in Batocera, okay? But take a look at these right here. We'll give a look at some of these as well, real soon. And in terms of the ones that go into in-game, again, there's 54 games altogether. Also, you may want to try experiment and test these out as well, all right? Again, the list is quite extensive. Now, in terms of trying to create backup games of your PS4 games, I can't tell you how to do that, but Google is your friend. And if you were to locate backup copies of your games on the internet, just make sure that whatever you find that has the extension of PKG, package, right? And you might find some backup copies of your games on the internet. When you download them, they're all compressed. And sometimes when you uncompress them, you'll see a bunch of new folders. Make sure you take the time to look inside those folders because when you look inside those folders, it turns out sometimes they're still compressed. You still have to unzip them even further. So again, make sure the finished product looks like this. PKG extension, okay? Once you've got those backup copies of your games, go ahead and copy them into a portable hard drive, and we can load up Batocera. All right, let's go ahead and do that right now. All right, so we're in Batocera, and this is going to be a fresh installation of the PS4 emulator on this computer, okay? Let me show you my system here.It's Ryzen 7 7840U running on a 780M graphics chip, okay? All right, let's go ahead and press F1, your keyboard. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to create a folder. Go to ROMs, and let's create a brand new folder right here, right? Go to File, Create New, Folder. Let's just put PS4. Don't capitalize it. Keep it all undercase. All right? And then let's go to my portable hard drive. And just going to go ahead and select all of these. And then copy it to that new folder. Okay, it's going to take a while, so I'm going to let it do its thing. All right, so we're done. Let's go ahead and go into Applications, and let's go into Xterm, and let's go ahead and type the command. Make sure that your Wi-Fi is turned on, otherwise this won't work. And if you did it right, this is what you should be seeing on the screen. Oh, we have a new command we have to be entering. All right, let it do its thing. I'm going to have to update the actual commands here, but there's a new command that has to be entered as well. All right. I'll post that on the video. Okay, we're done. Took about maybe a minute or so, or two max. Go ahead and enter exit. All right, you can see there, it's installed successfully. So go ahead and double click on that. You'll see this. All right, next screen you'll see is this. And we want to go into Game Utilities. You use the keyboard. I'm using the down arrow key. Go ahead and enter. And from there, I want to go down all the way to ShadPS4, hit the space bar, and then hit enter. And that should install it. And that's it. So when it's done, it brings you back to the Batocera menu. If you hit F4 from this point, this is what you'll see, right? So it kind of messes up right there. So ideally, you should go ahead and install it from your ports, right? There it is right there. Hit enter and it should work properly. So if you get to this stage and you can't hit F1, then just go ahead and reboot the system altogether. Hit F1. Let's go to Applications. And let's go to the emulator. Right there, ShadPS4 emulator. So double click on that. The first thing you'll see is this. Directly to install games, go to Browse. And you want to go into your ROMs folder. Go down to PS4 folder. Choose. And leave this here in default setting. Okay. Then choose OK. And then I'll load up the emulator. All right, let's go into settings right here. Click on that. And from here, you can choose your language you want. All right, I'm going to stick with English. And then from here, you can go into check up for updates. Click on that. It tells you it's up to date. All right. You might also want to do this. Check this on. All right, let's go to the GUI. From there, I like to choose this, display compatibility data, and update it on startup. All right, go ahead and do that and let it download what it needs to download. From there, go into graphics, auto select, make sure you got the right graphics card chosen. Right, Display mode, you don't want that. You want it to go into borderless full screen. There, 720p. Go to user. Everything is fine. Go ahead, apply, save. Now we can go into the keyboard. All right, so this is really important right here. Notice what all these commands are, because we're going to have to map those keys for the controller in within Batocera, okay? So if you want to change anything from here, go ahead and change it, but make sure you keep note of what you have changed so that when you map your controller in Batocera, you know exactly what to put, okay? So I'm going to leave this as default, okay? You might want to take a picture of this all together. All right, go ahead and apply and then save. Next thing we got to do is go ahead and unpack the games. Go to File, go to Install Packages. All right, so let's go back to your ROMs folder, which is right there. Go to PS4, right there. And from there, everything is packaged. So let's go ahead and select everything, including your updates and DLCs, everything. And then choose Open. And then from there, make sure you choose install all of it, select a folder, PS4 folder, and then delete the package file on install. Otherwise, you're going to have the package file, which is compressed, and then the folders of the game themselves, which is uncompressed. It'll take up double the space. So you don't want to do that. You want to go ahead and delete the package file upon installation. And then choose OK. And from there, let it do its thing. It's going to take a while. You got to be patient. All right, so I want to emphasize again that it may appear, once it's extracting all these games, that it may appear like nothing is happening. You have to be very patient. In my case, it took about 5 minutes before I saw something change on my screen. Now I see this. Okay, so I've got here an update to one of the games, and it's asking me, do you want to install the update? Of course, the answer is yes. So go ahead and choose yes. And once again, for another game, another patch, I say yes. And then it looks like it's frozen again. And then you get this screen, and it'll going to continue to extract the rest of the games. So again, just be patient with the process. All right, so I finally got to this screen in which I have a DLC. So go ahead and choose yes. And then let it finish this thing. It's almost done. All right, we're done. Hit OK. And you can see there, it pulls it up. Now you have these colors that will tell you how compatible the game is, right? So this one says in-game. Of course, the green ones say playable. And you might have a few that says unknown. But it turns out, for example, this one, I've tested it out, and it works quite well. Here's another unknown. It's also working, I think, in Windows. So I tried it in Linux, and it's also working. And this also says unknown. I thought I had seen it in Linux that was compatible. But there's also another one that works in Windows, and it's also working in Linux, in Batocera as well. All right, let's go into File, Exit. I'm going to go into ROMs, and I'm going to go to PS4. I'm going to show you how it's supposed to look like. Okay, all the package games have been deleted, and now we've got everything uncompressed, and we've got these folders. I want to try something out. I want to see, once these things have been uncompressed and put into folders, I wonder if it can just copy one folder into another system altogether, so you can avoid uncompressing all these package files. So let me go ahead and try this out. All right, I've got this game right here. It's already uncompressed from my other system. And let's go here. And let me go ahead and paste it. This is Rayman Legends. And let me go into Applications. And let's check it out to see if it worked. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's double click on this to see if it's working. Oh, it's working. Can hit Alt F4 and get out of the game. So now I know that if you have these games in an uncompressed format already, you can just go ahead and copy this from one system, say, to another computer or system altogether. So you don't have to worry about those package files once they've been uncompressed. So from there, go ahead and choose File and exit or close Windows. And from there, go ahead and choose Start. Go ahead into Game Settings. Update Games List. And from there, look for a folder that says default. And the first time I did it, my older system, it showed up on the main for some strange reason. But I think most likely you're going to find it on default. And there it is. Now, some of these games, you can see here, can automatically will scrape. Okay, but others, of course, will not. This is scraped, and this is scraped. Okay, so we've got about 3 games that are scraped. The other ones are not scraped. So therefore, if you want to have an idea what these games are, okay, the titles of these games, since the scraper is not yet built in for PS4, then I suggest do this. Go ahead and hit escape. Go to F1. Go back to your ROMs folder. Go to your PS4 folder. And from there, go to your game list. Okay, open it up. All right, so these two have been already scraped. We have this one here. We have no idea what it is. So ideally, what you can do is, using your phone, I guess, go into Google. And from Google, just go ahead and type CUSA space 00192. If you do that in Google, go ahead and do this right now. 192, and I get the game of Worms Battleground. Okay, so now I have the title. I can just go ahead and replace the title. Go into name and replace the title right there. Backspace, and then type the game. Okay, then go to the next one. CUSA 00546. 546, search, and it's Gravity Days. I'll go down to Dane. I'll change that into Gravity Days. Okay. All right. And then do that for the rest of them. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. All right. So I'm done here. Okay. Again, I found all these games using my phone by typing the game ID. All right, go into File, Save it. File, Quit. Okay, File, close Windows. Let's go back to Start your gamepad. Choose Game Settings, Update Games List. All right, let's go back to the PS4. All right, Default. All right, you can see there, all the games have titles, and now you know what you're playing with, right? We can actually make these things fancy, but I'm going to show that later on. All right, so let's go ahead and press the select button on your gamepad. Go into Advanced System Options. Video mode. Right now, this is set to 1080p. You can actually bring it down if you want to. I'm going to leave it as is. Decorations, I'm not going to bother with that right now. Power mode, depending upon your system you have. I'm going to go ahead and choose high performance for this one. You have a Ryzen computer. Mobile series, you go ahead and change this too if you want to. And then this is crucial. Create packet key profile. And these are the buttons you need to choose to make the controller work with the emulator. Otherwise, it's not going to work properly. So for D-pad up, go ahead and choose the up arrow key. For D-pad down, go ahead and choose the down arrow key. For D-pad left, go ahead and choose the left arrow key. For D-pad right, go ahead and choose the right arrow key. Now for start, go ahead and choose enter or return. For select, go ahead and choose the space bar. For the east button, go ahead and choose B. South button, go ahead and choose N. For the north button, go ahead and choose C. For the west button, go ahead and choose V. Left analog up, go ahead and choose W. Left analog go down, go ahead and choose S. Left analog go left, go ahead and choose A. Left analog go right, go ahead and choose D. Right analog go up, go ahead and choose I. Right analog go down, go ahead and choose K. Right analog go left, go ahead and choose J. Right analog go right, go ahead and choose the L. Left shoulder, go ahead and choose Q. Right shoulder, go ahead and choose U. Left trigger, go ahead and choose E. Right trigger, go ahead and choose O. Left stick press, go ahead and choose X. Right stick press, go ahead and choose M. And then for the hotkey plus the stop button, go ahead and choose Alt plus the F4. Now to choose that, go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and choose, right? Go ahead and choose the Alt. And then from there, go ahead and choose the North button. On some gamepads, it's going to be the X button. If you have a PS controller, it's going to be the triangle. So go ahead, choose the X button. And then from there, go to the F4 button and then choose the South button. And there you go. All right. From there, just go ahead and choose Save. All right, that's it. We're good to go. All right, so most of these games I was able to play on an AMD Ryzen 4800U chip, okay? Except for this one. It was too slow on the 4800U, so I had to use the Ryzen 7 7840U, okay? Let me go ahead and show you some game footage using the Ryzen 7 4800U. And let's start with this one. This one has some audio glitches, but for the most part, plays really well. And by the way, if you press F10 on your keyboard, it will show you the FPS on the game itself, all right? So again, let me go ahead and show you a showcase of some of these games running on the 4800U chip.
やっぱり初めての街に降りた。
I see you. Get out of there. You're not fooling me.
That's my gun.
It's mine now.
Give it back.
Hey! Outrageous fortune! I'm on it. Come on in. Hut. Hello. Move it.
All right, so that should give you an idea how these games play on a low-end system. Now I'm going to show you this game on the Ryzen 7 7840U. Alright, so that should give you a great overview of what ShadPS4 is capable of in Batocera. It's pretty impressive if you ask me. Now before we wrap up, how would you like to get your Batocera system to look like from this to this?
Rated T for teen. Rated M.
From this, and this is by the way a theme of art flicks, and this one shows main, but it's not main of course, it's PS4. To this.
Rated T for teen. Rated M.
And the last one from this to this.
Rated M.
So I'm going to show you next time about Batocera Nation how to do that for your PC system, depending upon your theme that you have, okay? Some scraping techniques, as well as to modify your theme. Again, next time about Batocera Nation. Well, that's a wrap. I hope that you can enjoy some PS4 emulation Batocera. Now then, while ShadPS4 is nowhere near completion, I think it's fantastic that we can already enjoy some PS4 emulation Batocera. I also suspect that next year by this time ShadPS4 will be ready for prime time, and a lot more commercial games will be running on the emulator. Indeed, maybe next year at this time, the Batocera team will include it in the official build. Let's hope so. Again, in my next video, I'm going to show you how you can edit your Batocera theme and add PS4 emulation to it. I'm also going to show you how you can scrape your PS4 games so they will look nice and fancy in your Batocera system. In fact, this technique is even helpful for those difficult games that don't scrape successfully using the built-in scraper from Batocera. Consequently, I want you to know I've got a lot more videos coming up, including more emulation and more hardware reviews. So therefore, please consider subscribing so you'll stay on top of the latest and greatest of Batocera. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time on Batocera Nation. Bye.